What's up, traders, and welcome to my stream. We're pretty much finished up the day around 4K on two tickers, and hold on, let's see, we can pretty much get everything together now. Sorry about that. I had two streams here, and let's see if we can share these screens. Let's see, share. Regular day at the office. Today's mover was were a couple of movers actually. There were many movers, but the ones that I did trade today, see if I can find which ones I did trade. I traded TUP, BFRG, INPX, ELBM. Those are the ones that I did trade today. And yeah, we're gonna get right into it. There were a couple of movers that I found they were in the middle of the day. In the middle of the day, but we had one mover which was BFRG that went up a bunch, and we had TUP which was the first red day short. So that's kind of it. That's kind of where I saw the edge going to be. Ended up making, I don't know, 10% on one and like 12% on the other. So, could talk all about it, all the trades after this video. Alright, so this was BFRG. BFRG came into my radar this morning. Probably over here somewhere. I did miss the 8 o'clock push over here, but most of what happened, it moved from 340 to 540. Really nice range on it. And I looked at the daily and I'm like, well, when I looked at it, we were about over here. So we were hovering around VWAP, just above here somewhere. And I looked at it, so we were hovering around 5. So I checked around 5 area, we were at 5. So I was thinking if I long it at 510 and we're holding 5, this should work out. And then we should go to the next resistance points, which is 581. 581 depicted by these lines here. So soon enough, on the intraday, on the 1 minute, I went long at around 410ish, and I saw also this uptrend that was developing here, and we spiked up out of the uptrend in the next candle over here. This is where I will go long, and I pretty much sell most of my shares right about there. So it was about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-minute trade, and I pretty much capitalized on 40 cents a share, was it? See what if I can get you guys to see the Discord page. There, I think Discord. There you go. See if I can get you guys to see the Discord page. So you had BFRG buy 4,000 at 513, out 4,000 at 555. So that put me up. That put me up like 40 cents a share. So that was a $1,600 trade. And pretty much my next trade was TUP that I pretty much entered at around 150 and covered at 127. And soon enough, that was a pretty good trade as well. Soon enough, BFRG kind of triple topped over in this area. This resistance of 475. I didn't really buy each of these pushes. Neither did I buy the third push, which was over here. I looked at it, and neither did I short it. I thought we were in no man's land trying to short this area. It's pretty dangerous. I mean, especially if, I mean, the float of BFRG is around 1.28. So I didn't really feel that I wanted to short that. That's a 60, 70, 80% gapper. I mean, it could go either way. It could either, I didn't think it was gonna go just because I looked at these daily candles, and these daily candles, I mean, the most they performed in one day was around 100%. So throughout BFG history, the most it performed in a day was 100%. So technically, from 350 up to $6 is around 80%. So this breakout, I mean, could have went, could have not went. So I didn't take part of that. So soon enough, we had a triple top and pretty much sold off. Anyway, the next ticker that moved up was TUP. TUP was very simple. TUP, this is what I like. Third red day short, first red day short, and also coincided with the first red day. Ended up shorting 148, I believe. Let's see if we can get 148 TUP. Uh, Shorted 148 and 151. So I shorted some over here and one over here, and one over here, one over here, and I was risking off 158. So I was technically risking 8 cents on 10,000 shares. It would be around $800. So I was risking $800 to make from 150 down to 125. I mean, I could have made a little bit more. I could have made 20% and cover into 125, but I took 2/3 out at 134, and I took another third out at 127. But I could have made 20% on this trade, and I could have made even more if I shorted around 820 here in the 158 mark. So definitely from 158 down to 120, 122, there was definitely a range from 158, 122. That's around 35 cents range. So that's plenty of money to be making on the downside from here to here. And pretty much I locked up my gains. It was around 25 on that trade, and sort enough, that was the trade. The next trade is I didn't really trade anything else. The next trade I did look at was INPX. In the middle of the day, I was looking at 133.15 break here up to 39, because it had some merger contract news. They're merging with another company, and yeah, merger news. Yeah, I don't see anything. And then they had agreement news. So they had an agreement and merger news, and then you had a humongous amount of volume, around 2 million per 1 minute candles. Actually, 2 million at one point, and sure enough, from 30 we went up to 40 until it's just chopping around right now. So INPX was definitely something I did like, but I didn't take part of it. The next ticker we had ELBM. ELBM, I did see this pre-market break of around 222 right out of the gate. We just pushed right out of the gate into this 225. And I did see this as a long. I didn't really take part in this long. I could have went in 220, 225, because if it breaks that long, which is over this resistance here, we go to the next resistance, which is between over here 260 to 280. So I mean, this didn't really have that much range. It only had about 30-cent range, 40-cent range, and yeah, I didn't really have considering, and pretty much now sold off. It's probably due to the fact that the float is so big. ELBM float is 35 million. And the news, I mean, I seen a couple of news here that they were just, they had a price target of 450 and they had an agreement news. So, the float's just too big for it to continue. And the news was kind of sketchy and they're not that spectacular news. That's about it. AURC, I mean, that's halted on the upside in the middle of the day, but pretty good. Traded two tickers. The tickers were TUP, first red day short, was the first red day, and the next ticker was what was the ticker? I forget the ticker. BFRG. Yeah, I stepped the BFRG. Yeah, I stayed away out of this chop area because I just didn't know whether or not it's gonna break or not. To my brain, I was like, it breaks 5, it holds 5, we go to next resistance point, and I think I should have bought INPX, but the way it was trading was very choppy. You can see, so we try to push over here at 31.5, and we came right back down. So it was consolidating quite a bit before we had this big move. Maybe I should have been like, hey, this is still holding support. No reason for you to get sketched out. And, I saw the whole move here. I could have went long right there and be like, hey, this is a normal this is a normal consolidation pattern that happens after the stock unhalted. So I should have been like, hey, this is a consolidation pattern. Should have went long and not get faked out because I get faked out pretty easily. You had a fake out breakout, you had a fake out breakout. So and soon enough, it only broke like 31 the second time around before we made this move to 40. But there was plenty of opportunity today, short and long, and took part in all that activity. Other than that, yeah, I had some things going on in the house to do the pre-market, what's it called? Pre-market, what is it called? The pre-market, pre-market prep. That's right. So I had some things around the house, but we'll do the pre-market prep tomorrow, and see you all in my next video. Peace out.